Welcome back for another episode of I Cook, She Drinks. Guys, again, we have another superstar, I'm telling you, up and coming, been around for a while, but getting bigger. We have Quake Matthews here with us from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Quake, great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Man, tell me, it's been starting to blow up even more for you lately. How,
it's getting bigger.
It's getting bigger.
It's getting bigger, man.
What just dropped 4 days ago?
Way Up, new single, Way Up with Snack the Ripper, rapper from Vancouver, man. Great to work with him. We met very organically and we knocked that shit out and people seem to like it. It has like 80,000 in the first couple days views on YouTube. So it's great, man. It's been great. We've been getting love all around the world for it. So it's a beautiful thing.
It is good, man. And you know, one of the biggest things we always talk about this, we always talk about promoting local and sharing local.
Of course.
Dude, I grew up in the same hood you grew up in. Like, we grew up in Fairview.
Yeah, you're Fairview. That's the only reason I'm here.
You know what I mean? He's fantastic. He's been knocking out of the park. How long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing this probably 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah.
So it's a long road.
It's a very long road, and I always say that nobody ever fails, they just give up too early. Because a lot of people who don't get it never stick with it. And someone who sticks with it, even if you see in sports, NHL grinders that grind it out, or it's never the most talent. Usually the most talented people, they don't try as hard because they think everything should be given to them. But if you come in and you have to really grind out for it, it's worth it in the long run. That's what I always say.
100%. I mean, I always think it's important where people have a big why that make them do bigger and better things.
Of course.
So for me, if I ask you, you know, what in your life right now, what's your why? Like, what is your end goal? Like, what do you want out of life? What's the most important thing for you right now?
So my most important thing is just security and financial freedom. Like, to be honest, like, to me, I think I'm blessed. And there's a lot of times when you do what I'm doing that, you know, you feel discouraged or you feel maybe I should have took this job or that job. Like, I quit Scotiabank. I had a decent job. I was a senior accounting clerk at Scotiabank, which I got due to nepotism. I didn't have very many qualifications, but I had that job and I said, you know what, I gotta quit this and really do my passion, because to me, if you do a job every day in your life that you truly love, then it doesn't feel like work. So that's my goal. My goal is to have a good time doing the job I love to be doing and provide and make sure that anyone in my family or that's close friends of mine could do what the fuck they wanna do. And that's what I wanna do.
Well, I can tell you, you're on fire.
Watching
your stuff, man, I watch your videos, and always I'm really super happy to see you guys doing well. And for me, when we started this show, it wasn't about doing a cooking show just because I thought I could cook, but it was because I wanted something to do as a project. This is one of my passions.
It's your passion, right? You're not doing this strictly to make money. You're not doing this to get rich. You already got the beautiful home, the beautiful wife, the children. You know what I mean? You have that shit. This is some shit that you're trying to do as an artistic level and do it for the sheer fact that you love doing it. Am I wrong? You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
And you know, like, there's some qualities that I see in a lot of people that are out there that I feel bad that they can't get to the point where, you know what, I'm happy I've made it here. There are some people, for example, like you can tell you grind, right?
Yeah.
Those other guys, they grind. But there's some people, they've kind of made it, but part of that thing they give up too early because they think they deserve more, but then they work backwards. They don't think of their why, they don't think of their end goal, and they give up.
I think a common misconception to make it anywhere in life, that it's just an overall thing that people think it takes a fraction of the work that it actually takes. And I think the reason behind that is entitlement. And people think that, like, well, I'm better than this guy or this, that, and that. But the market and the world, they know that they don't owe you shit. So it's like, sometimes I'm reading this book right now. It's called 10X by Grant Cardone. You read it. So you have to go 10 times harder than you think you have to go. And that's what I find. A lot of people are entitled. And I used to be that. I used to be entitled. I think I'm better than everyone. And why aren't I rich yet? And then you realize on a global market and on a world market, nobody gives a fuck about that, and the market doesn't care. They will crush you. And it's like, you really have to keep that passion, because if money's motivating you and you're not getting money, and believe me, there's a lot of times without money trying to get to where you're at to build any business, you're gonna quit too early. 100%. If that's what motivates you. So the passion, the fuel, the drive is what should motivate you.
100%. Now, tell me a little bit about the ECMAs. Tell me about Juno. Tell me, where do you see yourself? I mean, listen, we already know you got some awards, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, if I'm wrong, correct me, but I'm pretty sure you got Best Hip Hop Artist. And that was What year was that? That was 2000.
Well, there's a couple, Dave.
But for me, that's when I first noticed you. When I seen that ECMA award, Best Hip Hop Artist, right?
Yeah.
What was your favorite award? What was the one that made you the most proud of what you're doing?
Honestly, like there's so many. I just can't. I'm just joking. No, honestly, like every award is great to be recognized and all that shit, and they all sit on my mantle, and it's a beautiful thing. But it's like that can't be your end goal, and like obviously that's great, and it's great to be recognized. That's no disrespect to any award show or any recognition, but like that can't be why you do it. And obviously it feels great to be recognized, but I think my biggest recognition is to be like recognized by peers who I look up to. Like I just went to Houston and did a video with like a legendary rapper from Houston. I went to Philadelphia and shot a video with Freeway. Like people I look up to, and then they're like, you can really rap. Like to me, that's bigger than every award. And like I'm not just saying that shit or talking shit. It's just like to me, like I'd rather have like, yo, this guy can really rap by the people I look up to rather than like a fucking statue, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. That's great. I'm very grateful for all that shit. But it's like, that's not.
It's bigger when it comes from your peers.
That doesn't justify what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's how I feel.
So we've got Quake Matthews. We got you where you're at right now. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now.
Do you look that far ahead, or are you just looking a year at a time, an album at a time, a song at a time?
Obviously, everyone has like a bigger goal, and I think that's important to have a bigger goal. There's a book, Think and Grow Rich, you probably read as well. Like, you want to set bigger goals for yourself and have those bigger goals in mind, but to me, it's just like one day at a time type of thing. It's like, you know, if you want to build the biggest fucking skyscraper in the world, you know what I mean? It starts with one brick at a time. So to me, I'm just looking at how can I lay this one brick today perfectly so that this building doesn't collapse in the future. So it's like, I know where I'm going. I see this
You're
top.
going. Where are you going?
I see the top.
Where are you going?
I'm going way up.
Way up.
I see where I'm going. But it's like, if you try to get caught up into looking so far ahead, and it's good to look ahead, but it's like, you got to focus on the daily tasks. So it's like, if that building is being built one brick at a time, today is how can I lay this one brick so perfectly?
Consistency.
Exactly, so that this building's not going to collapse.
And so, I mean, for us too, like other than this cooking show, you know, we do other business as well, and we look at it the same way. But you know what? If you find the thing that you want, guys, and you want to be passionate about the things you do, you're going to be more successful, you're going to be happier in life, and things are going to fall in place. You surround yourself by the right people, and life is good.
That's a big thing too. That's a big thing.
People.
That's a big thing in Nova Scotia, because I love where we're from. I fucking love it. But I've been all around the world, and there's so many different walks of life, and there's so many different ways of life, and there's just so many different things that you learn going around the world rather than being trapped in this box. I feel like a lot of people compete over the city. Who's the best cook in the city? Who's the best rapper in the city? When it's like me, I'm trying to be the best in the world.
Okay, so since your song dropped, Way Up, Dave's been just killing it. All right, downloaded it on iTunes. It is so catchy.
Thank you.
We lived in Calgary for 7 years. So you gotta sing that verse with me.
Way up. I'm way up. Nobody can blow my high. Sipping white wine on a westbound flight. My girl didn't like the way I said flight.
Flight, because you went flight.
She was like, it sounds like you're from Britain.
Yeah,
and I was
but it does.
I was like, there's some swagger on this shit. I like it.
Man, I like it because it's Fairview.
It's just natural the way it came out.
But did it have to do with like a lot of the people from the East Coast that fly out west to make a living?
Well, I didn't think of that, but
That's
to
exactly
me,
what I thought.
and I didn't even think that.
I've done that flight so many times.
I flew out to, you know what's fucked up? I flew out to do that song with a West Coast rapper, but I had that song way before that. So like, I put the song on my story on Instagram, and I said, who do you guys hear on the second verse? I was like, I can't get inspired to write a second verse. I got the chorus, I got the first verse. Who do you hear on the second verse? And it's Snack the Ripper, By the Blessings of God, like legendary rapper from the West Coast. It was like, this is a perfect fit for me.
I totally thought that was...
So it wasn't pre-orchestrated. I just said westbound because I think I went through it in my head when I was doing it. I was like, northbound, doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Eastbound, westbound, Hollywood.
From the East Coast, so many
East
people
to the
relate
west.
to that because that's where all the young people are going to make money these days.
Yeah, I meant to do it.
Right? And then shut up. And then you did that with KOD about like packing up donaires, shipping them out to the oil field.
That was a crazy story too, how that happened.
Because nobody on the West Coast understands what a true donaire is.
Yeah, but now KOD is franchising and they got restaurants
we
out
missed
there.
them when
And
we
now,
were there.
talking about the food, your heritage being Lebanese background, Mediterranean food.
Yes.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit
No,
today.
but you don't know something about my heritage.
What's that?
I am Lebanese, and I just did the DNA ancestry. You know,
yeah. Was this for an illegitimate kid? You had to prove it wasn't yours?
No. All jokes aside, my DNA came back, which I already knew was my dad's side's Lebanese, my mom's side's Italian. So it's like.
So this will be a perfect blend.
Of course. So you're gonna capture that in one dish?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna do it in one meal. So here's what I've done, guys. What we're gonna do? We're gonna feed this gentleman, and what I've got here, I got some potatoes. We're gonna make some like straightforward, basic Italian gnocchi, potato pasta, a little bit of egg, a little bit of flour, put some salt in there, and I've made a chimichurri sauce, like a Mediterranean rub for the lamb that we're gonna grill. We're gonna put this with a nice chili flake pasta, a little garlic, a little bit of cream, some wine in there, reduce it with some Reggiano Parmigiana. We're gonna sit there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna get you to make the gnocchi.
Please.
We're gonna do that.
I would love to.
You know what, guys? We're gonna get that started. So we're gonna go from the board here. We're gonna go from here to this one over here. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna get the ingredients mixed together, get him set with a bowl. We're gonna mix it up, cut it up, boil it, and eat it. All right, stay tuned, guys. Check it out. Let's go see what we're gonna do. Okay, guys, we're back here with Quake Matthews.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get this mixed up pretty good. So, have you ever made gnocchi before?
I have never made pasta homemade in my life.
Never?
Never once.
So this is a little bit different. This is a potato pasta.
I know what gnocchi is. Come on.
Okay, can you spell it?
Yes, Gnocci. Thank you.
Did it. You know what I mean? And you know what?
What are you gonna do?
If he can spell it, he can make it, right?
I can make it.
Okay.
All right.
So here's what I'm getting you to do. This is a potato ricer, okay?
Okay.
So this here is your pre-boiled potato, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna put it inside here. So
Mash it
push
in.
it all the way out. It's just pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Put the rest in there.
Put the rest, all right. Can I do two at once or what?
Whatever you can handle.
Whatever can fit in there,
Whatever
right?
can fit in there. Stuff it all in.
All right, she good to go. Christ, she got a little give to her.
All right, so now we got the potato in there.
Yep.
So now we're gonna add some all-purpose flour.
All-purpose?
Yeah.
How much flour do you need?
2 cups. That's already measured out for you.
Is this a cup? Oh, this is the
Yeah,
2
I already
cup.
measured out for you. So made things easy.
Fire in.
Put her in, all right?
All right.
So now you're gonna crack that egg,
Crack the egg.
put it inside. And you like to cook, right?
I do, but
take the
that
shells
that egg crack was not good.
That's because it's organic.
Oh, okay. All right.
It wasn't your fault.
Now what? Now what do we do?
All right, so mix that shit up.
Mix it in. Mix it in.
Yeah, just keep stirring.
Okay.
See, now you see it as it's starting to turn here,
Yeah.
right? You're starting to see this dough mixture coming together, right?
Am I doing it at a vigorous enough level, or do I want to be doing?
No,
it?
you want to stay consistent.
Okay. So just what I'm doing.
Just what you're doing.
What I'm doing is good.
Yeah, keep
All
mixing
right.
it.
Keep her going.
All right, perfect.
right,
So you get
she
that
good?
dough in there?
Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do.
All right.
Take this here, all right?
Yeah. Come on the screen here for a minute. Give him some shine. Do you want to knead it? I know there's a word with dough, kneading.
You have to knead it, that's for sure.
You have to knead it. You
have to want it too, though.
You need to knead it. Isn't there machines for this nowadays?
Yeah, it's called a Hobart for like 8 grand.
2019, man. 8 grand?
Yeah, for a big Hobart to mix shit.
Jesus.
Or you get just one of those
There's
mini
gotta
food
be a cheaper
processors.
way.
Yeah. Yeah, get someone else to do it for you.
Well.
All right. Perfect. So here's what we'll do. Roll it out like long tubes.
Okay.
Okay? Roll it out.
Yep. Roll her out. Christ, you don't got gloves for this or what?
Oh, man.
All right. You want to really feel the Italian palm.
Yeah, I got some grapes for you to stomp after we're done here, too.
I didn't do a good job. It got to be. Oh, you got it. What kind of knife is that?
This is a shun.
Shun.
Yeah.
I got a Jamie Oliver.
Jamie
My mom
Oliver?
said to be careful. It's really sharp.
All right. So we cut these little pillows. This is a bit sticky. You know what? It's a bit stickier
Dough?
than normal.
You need more dough? Or
Dough?
what?
You mean more flour?
More flour?
Yeah, we could use a bit more flour.
Okay.
But you know what, guys? We knew this was going to happen. So guess what I did earlier?
We did know.
We did know. So you know what I did?
What did you do?
I made some earlier.
You knew I was going to fuck it up, didn't
I knew it was a recipe.
Oh, okay.
I f***ed up. All right,
Okay.
here's what we're going to do,
Beautiful.
guys. We're going to take this gnocchi I made earlier. We're going to toss it over here.
I thought if you could spell it, you could make it.
That's not always the case. I can spell a lot of things I can't do.
You lied to me.
Yeah. So we're going to toss this in here, guys.
Is that on a medium boil? Like how high would you say the boil?
Way up. So we're tossing this in here. When it floats to the top, we know it's done. I'm going to make a lot for everybody here.
Is that what it is with any pasta or just gnocchi?
Just gnocchi.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we'll do is let that boil. Now I'm going to
Yeah.
make a sauce here for you. All right, so I'm going to take some minced garlic.
Yep.
A lot of it. I like garlic. You like garlic?
I do. Of course, I'm Lebanese. Come on, man.
So we're going to put the garlic in there. Put the chili flakes in here for a little bit of heat.
Yep.
Let that brown.
Yep.
Now as that's browning, my gnocchi is going to start boiling here. It's going to start floating to the top. Stir that up.
Oil first or no?
See what I do? I mince my garlic with oil and leave
With
it in there.
oil. So now there's-
and it'll stay for a long
The
time too.
oil's already in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the big thing is with your garlic, you want to make sure that your garlic doesn't over brown. If it over browns, it gets really bitter and you lose the flavor.
Yeah.
I do it by eye, but you want to start on medium if you're getting used to browning the garlic.
Just a golden, you want a golden.
Nice golden brown.
Golden brown, okay.
Yeah. You want to make sure it's nice and golden brown. We're going to add some white wine.
Beautiful. Now the alcohol always boils off, right? Is that the key to doing alcohol?
It's called doing a reduction.
A reduction, yeah.
Yep.
I watch MasterChef.
So you're going to see that there, and I'm going to add my cream in there.
Yep. What is it, a heavy cream?
Whipping cream, yeah.
Whipping cream?
Having 33 to 35% is what you want.
Okay. How much, what, about a half a cup? Full cup?
Just enough to make you fat.
Okay.
So it's more than a cup.
All right.
Right? So then what will happen, watch this, we'll let this heat up,
Yeah.
and then it'll start to boil.
Are you going to bring it to a light boil?
I will.
And then you take it off the heat?
Man.
I know what you're doing.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right? You've been down this road before.
I've been down this road.
Yeah. Man, maybe you should stop rapping and start cooking.
Well, are you saying I'm not good at rap or I'm that good at cooking?
You're that good at cooking. Okay, so we've gone ahead, we got the lamb done, we got the gnocchi completed. Now what we're doing, guys, we're gonna let Mr. Matthews over here take a look at it, taste it up, and let me know what he thinks. Let's start with the lamb. Let's get into the lamb right away.
I like the preparation, a little rustic.
A little rustic.
Love it, Fairview-ish.
It's not served on a paper plate,
The gnocchi
though.
looks delectable, savory, buttery, light. The chimichurri, I love how it accents the perfectly cooked medium rare lamb. And I love how he embodied both of my heritages, the Italian with the gnocchi and the lamb with the Lebanese Mediterranean into one. This dish really captures who I am and I appreciate it. So now we're gonna go in for a bite.
All right, I want to try some gnocchi. We're gonna go in for a bite. Oh my god, I love gnocchi.
Beautiful.
It's so good.
Melts in your mouth. Little bit of basil for the garnish. Beautiful. That is beautiful.
I don't lamb. I don't like lamb.
That is beautiful. I must say, this is the best homemade pasta I've had.
Well, you made it, didn't you?
I did make it.
Yeah, we did make it.
You said we.
Right?
Oh yeah,
He made it.
Yeah. Taste that lamb, let me know what you think.
Beautiful. Melt in your mouth. Perfectly seared on the edges with your medium rare cook on the middle, a little pink in the middle. Beautifully complements each other.
So
I must say,
Well,
I'm blown away.
I'm definitely glad that you liked it, and hopefully this will be the first time I'll be cooking for you. And you know what, guys? Let's give it up for Quake Matthews for showing up on the show, showing us. Listen, there's other sides of people than just rap, hip hop. You have to have food as well, right? Am I right?
You gotta have food to live.
You gotta have
Let's
food
be
to
honest.
live. You do. So guys, Quake, first of all, thanks so much for showing up. We appreciate you being on our show. And Amanda, what do you got to say? What are you drinking?
Drinks.
What's she
God
drinking?
damn it. I don't even know. We're so busy eating, we don't know what she's drinking. We're cooking.
We made a drink, you and I, with your buddy's gin.
Yes.
Right? Nova Scotia
Spirit Co. Shout out to Evan, my man.
Evan is so good. We
Excellent,
did
guys.
gin
We'll
and
have to get
soda.
you on the next episode.
Beautiful, fine products of alcohol. Evan, appreciate it. It pairs perfectly well with this lovely dish.
Gin goes with everything.
And again, guys, thanks again for tuning in to I Cook, She Drinks. We'll see you guys next time. And you know what? You never know who's going to show up. This is the Baird family. Who knows who's going to end up here? Talk to you soon.
So I have Quake Matthews here with me today. I thought we would do a drink called the Earthquake.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. It's gonna be pretty...